Desperate to make that breakthrough as Reece James fires it in with great style for a wonderful goal. Here's Rodgers.
Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the England national football team under Thomas Tuchel's squad that could finally blend his renowned structure, generational talent, and tactical flexibility to mount a serious World Cup challenge. Tuchel's England has already made history in qualifying, 8 straight wins, and not a single goal conceded. That is a defensive record that demands attention, a feat previously matched only by Spain. It's a clear sign that this isn't just a talented team, but one that is disciplined, cohesive, and organized to an elite standard. This defensive base is the perfect platform for Tuchel's pragmatic, perfection-seeking approach. But the World Cup isn't about qualifying stats alone. It's about key decisions under immense pressure, tactical choices, the balancing act of player selection, and maintaining team harmony.
This is not about building a starting 11, it's about building a team. And that means that sometimes they're all big players in their club, they're all used to play, they're all disappointed. Everyone, this is normal, but they buy into this idea of building a team, and this is what we want, this is what we need. There is no other way around it. Only if we're a strong group who can put the ego behind, who can put the disappointment behind, and then contribute and give the coach a headache what to do in the next match, that's the only way.
This episode breaks down the 4 defining tactical battles facing Tuchel: the critical left-back role and its implications for attacking with the core, centre-back partnership that must complement John Stones, the creative No-10 fulcrum, the Bellingham-Rodgers-Foden conundrum, the versatile left-wing selection and how it dictates offensive patterns. Each of these decisions will send ripples through the entire team. Whether you're an England fanatic or just a tactical enthusiast, this is your chance to understand the intricate chessboard behind Tuchel's strategy, how he manages this pool of talent, maximizes their strengths, and attempts to turn perfection in qualifying into victory on the world stage. Let's start with the left-back position. In Tuchel's system, this role is pivotal. A fullback is expected to defend, attack, overlap, provide width, and even sometimes act as an inverted playmaker. It's a role of high technical and physical demand, often seen as a secondary winger and auxiliary defender rolled into one. Tuchel has a classic dilemma here: youthful dynamism versus defensive certainty. He has shown a preference for Lewis-Skelly, a young, energetic player whose ability to surge forward and provide genuine, direct width makes him a significant tactical asset. He offers explosive potential to break down deep defensive blocks. However, Lewis-Skelly's lack of consistent starts at club level means his high-stakes decision-making and match sharpness in a World Cup knockout stage could be tested. The alternative, a player like Nico O'Reilly, offers defensive composure, reliable positioning, and a more controlled build-up presence. O'Reilly is a steadier option, vital if Tuchel wants to mirror his Chelsea 3-4-3-5-2-3 setup with a more defensive wingback on the left. Tuchel's choice reflects his philosophy. Does he prioritize the risk of Lewis-Skelly's raw talent to achieve the overloads and cutbacks he favors, or does he opt for the control O'Reilly offers? In tournament football, the margin for error is tiny. This decision doesn't just affect the left flank, it dictates the entire team's defensive transition structure. The left back's movement must be coordinated with the left winger. If the winger cuts inside, the fullback must overlap to maintain width. If this synergy is misaligned, top teams will exploit the resulting gap in the half space.
This is what excites me about the way that you allow this freedom with Reece, is to be, he's almost as high in line with the three forwards.
Yeah.
That's the Mo Salah position almost.
Almost, yeah.
Here again, look. High.
And Juventus, very high as a wing-back, yeah. Very high as a wing-back, because we have a double six who can control the space. So the difference between a wing-back, I think he should and needs to, we rely on it, to attack with, it's the game against Juventus, to attack with Chile as a wing-back and Reece as a wing-back, and the 3 strikers, and they need to be in the box, and otherwise you lack simply numbers. This needs to happen. It's kind of a weakness of the system, the strength and the weakness, that you rely on your wing-backs It gives you a huge width and always the chance to switch off play, but sometimes you can lose the connection if you're not fluid enough in your game. But he, in my opinion, as a wingback, does not have to think about coverage here against Chiesa. He can, because it's, we have still 3 and 2 6, so it's this guy who needs to cover this space and control the counter-attack against Chiesa. And this, like you said, gives him the freedom to fully attack, which he likes. He likes to have the freedom to not think about cover.
Next, the backbone, central defense. The anchor is clearly John Stones, the elegant, technically superb ball player. In possession, we've seen Tuchel use Stones as an inverted centre-back, pushing him into midfield to create a 3-2-2 structure, much like Pep Guardiola utilized him at Man City. But this experiment requires the other 2 defenders to cover immense space and risk. His partner must be complementary, offering physicality, recovery pace, and high defensive awareness. The main options are Mark Jehi and Ezri Konsa. Jehi reads the game exceptionally well and is composed to strongman. Konsa brings superior recovery speed, crucial for covering Stones' advances, and strength in one-on-one duels. Tuchel typically prefers a left-footed, right-footed pairing for optimal distribution angles, particularly when building through the wide channels. If he uses 2 right-footed players, it influences the defensive pressing patterns and the ease with which the team can switch play. Furthermore, if Stones is advanced, the remaining centre-back, Jehi or Konsa, and the defensive midfielder must form a quick defensive triangle. Defensive cohesion dictates the confidence of the entire team. It allows Declan Rice to press higher and the No. 10 to commit to attacking runs. Tuchel is chasing perfection in his defensive record, and this central pairing must function as a seamless unit. When Stones advances, his partner must instantaneously become the organizer. This is a subtle, high-stakes chess match. The decision on the central pairing is the foundation upon which England's entire World Cup challenge is built. Arguably the most intriguing and highly debated position, the No. 10 role, the creative fulcrum behind Harry Kane. Tuchel has an abundance of options. Morgan Rogers, Jude Bellingham, Phil Foden and Cole Palmer. Morgan Rogers has impressed Tuchel with his tactical discipline and intelligent off-the-ball movement. He is the systems player, trusted to maintain structure and link play, making him a solid starter in games where control is paramount. Jude Bellingham is the force of nature, power, late runs and goal-scoring threat. He can single-handedly drive the team forward. However, Tuchel has already issued firm warnings about temperament and has made it clear that behavior is key, benching Bellingham when necessary to maintain squad balance and discipline.
And energy on the training pitch is where we want it to be. So we have one more training session to go to be competitive tomorrow, and Jude is a part of it, of course.
You mentioned in the squad announcement that he comes back into the squad as a number 10. Morgan Rogers has played there in the last 2 5-0 wins away from home and done well. Can they both play in the same England team?
I don't know. I guess so, but not both on the same position, obviously. So rather than finding for the best players a position to just have them on the field, it's maybe better to put everyone in the best position and have a competition. So at the moment the competition is between the 2 of them. They're friends, so it can also be a friendly competition. You don't have to be enemies and you don't have to hate each other. They are respectful, they are friends with each other, and they fight at the moment for the same position. Can they play together? Yes, but in a different structure then maybe, and at the moment is not the moment to change our structure.
Phil Foden offers supreme fluidity. He can drift between positions, finding pockets of space and unlocking defenses with unpredictable movements. Foden offers the most immediate tactical flexibility for Tuchel to switch formations mid-game. Cole Palmer provides the youthful spark, energy, and the clutch factor, particularly from set pieces, offering tactical variety to exploit opposition weaknesses. This is where Tuchel's genius lies, the ability to choose a creative identity. He cannot start everyone without sacrificing structure. The choice is a tightrope walk. Rogers for stability and possession control, Bellingham for high-intensity, vertical moments, accepting the risk of his action style, Foden Palmer to offer greater adaptability, potentially rotating on the wing to accommodate Bellingham centrally. As we have seen Tuchel experiment with, Tuchel's challenge is psychological as much as tactical. He must integrate multiple world-class talents into a cohesive, flexible, and yet stable system. This No. 10 decision defines England's style, tempo, and World Cup adaptability, proving that for Tuchel, Team selection is a high-level form of psychological management. The fourth critical decision is the left wing. This role requires width, pace, creativity, and the ability to link with the fullback. The candidates offer three distinct profiles: Anthony Gordon, Marcus Rashford, and Eberici. As Anthony Gordon offers explosive speed and directness, a player Tuchel can rely on for a high-intensity, aggressive counter. Marcus Rashford brings immense experience and a proven ability to deliver goals in high-pressure moments, especially when cutting inside. Eberici operates more as an inside, focusing on combination play and threading passes, bringing more tactical nuance. Tuchel's decision depends entirely on the opponent and his choice at left-back. If the fullback is conservative O'Reilly, the winger might need to hold with Gordon or drop deeper to connect ES. If the fullback is attacking Lewis, the winger must cut inside Rashford or ES to create space for the overlap. Tuchel is a coach who loves to expose opponent weaknesses. He will likely rotate this role heavily. The proper synergy here, the overlapping runs, the quick 1-2s, the timing of the presses, what will break down the low block defenses England will inevitably face. These four tactical decisions: left, centre-back partner, the no-10 fulcrum, and the left wing are the scaffolding for England's entire tournament identity. Thomas Tuchel has already achieved the historic defensive foundation: 8 wins and 0 goals conceded. The message has been sent. The challenge now is the final step, moving from a stable, brilliant qualifying side to a winning, adaptable tournament side. It means balancing the mercurial brilliance of Bellingham with the controlled structure of Rodgers, finding the perfect defensive cover for Stones, and choosing the wing dynamic that best exploits the opposition. If Tuchel succeeds in making the right choice at the right time, this England squad will be more than hopeful contenders. With the blend of talent, energy, and tactical versatility he commands, they will be genuine, fearsome challengers for the World Cup trophy. Their time could finally be now. Tell us in the comments, based on what you've seen, which no-10 Bellingham, Foden or Rodgers would you start in the opening game, and why?